I know what you're thinking. No, Kathy and I didn't have a fight. But you may not realize it, but many of you are actually living in a dumpster like this. And it's the dumpster of your past, the memories of what happened to you in the past, the painful things that happened to you, the things that people said that hurt you. It becomes a prison cell for you, and there's chains on you that hold you back from your future. You see, it's awfully hard to look to the future while you're being pulled back to look to the past. But you don't have to stay that way. You can make the past irrelevant and leave your dumpster. I mean, look at the Apostle Paul. He had a terrible past, but with God's help, he had a remarkable future. So, how do you get out of the dumpster of your past? Well, first, you have to choose to leave your past. You have to decide you don't want to be there anymore and that you're willing to do something about it. Now, there are some people that are perfectly happy to stay in their dumpster because it's familiar, it's comfortable, it's predictable, and they don't like change. But I know you're not like that. You want to get out. So, how do you do that? Well, the absolute most powerful key to get free of the dumpster of your past is the key of forgiveness. And there are 3 people you need to forgive. The first are the people who hurt you, the people who said things that were painful. They did things to you that have left you hurt and scarred. Because as long as you choose not to forgive them, you stay in the prison of your dumpster. And it doesn't hurt them at all. I mean, they've long since forgotten about you. You stay in prison, they walk free. But as soon as you forgive, you release yourself from the prison and you're free of them. Now, it's not that you're letting them off the hook or saying that what they did really didn't hurt. Of course they sinned against you, but you just leave them to God to look after. You're free of them. Now, the second person you need to forgive is yourself, because you probably did things that you were ashamed of, things that embarrassed you. Now, God forgave you. You need to forgive yourself. And the third person you need to forgive is God, because probably down deep inside, you blame him for letting those things happen to you. So you need to forgive him too. And then you need to give Jesus permission to show you all the wrong things that you've believed about yourself because of all the bad things that happened to you. So, for example, things happened that really hurt your self-esteem and damaged your self-image and really hurt your personality and made you feel like a loser. Well, let God expose those lies and replace them with the truth that you're amazing. So if you want to get out of the dumpster of your past, you need to forgive and let Jesus take away all the garbage out of your life. You let him take away your sins, let him take away the garbage too. To live a transformed life, you have to leave the dumpster of your past and get ready for the future that God has waiting for you. Now I want to hear from you. How has God released you from the dumpster of your past? I'm sure many of you have amazing stories just like Paul. So share them with us. We want to be encouraged with what God has done for you. Now, if this is your first visit here, you need to subscribe to my free weekly email newsletter. Just use the subscription form right there, and you'll hear from me every week. So we'll talk to you again next week. Kathy? Kathy? I'm sorry. I was wrong. You were right. Can I come home now?